No matter how the cachet of the WNBA elevates, remember, it could have been even better. You messed it up. You messed it up.
It's possible that Caitlin Clark received an offer from Europe that would permanently alter the WNBA.
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
The WNBA is rushing as Caitlin Clark's move to Europe looks more imminent. Perhaps you should have considered treating your big star with a little more decency now. Caitlin will badly damage the WNBA, and who would watch without CC?
I know she will do her best. I know she's talented, but she's not strong enough and she doesn't have enough experience right now to compete at this level.
These are the individuals. She swept through broken records like there was no tomorrow, leaving the WNBA shook up. Caitlin had to cope with this the entire season since you lack experience and won't manage the WNBA. These analysts left Caitlin with no other option. The ongoing hostility toward her is enough. She needs a new beginning in a league that genuinely values its best players and prevents them from being singled out.
This nonsense about things that Caitlin was doing wrong when, in my personal opinion, she was doing nothing but going out there and playing great basketball every night and ignoring the hate that was coming to her from all sides, not only from fans.
According to reports, Caitlin Clark has received an incredible contract offer to perform in Europe, and while it appears that she is prepared to accept, there is more to the tale. Despite all the attention, admiration, and unquestionable impact she has had on the game, Caitlin Clark has faced many challenges in the WNBA, from the league's inability to adequately protect its star players to the lack of proper support on the court. These challenges have culminated in what could be one of the most shocking career decisions we've ever seen. Caitlin has finally had enough of the way she's been treated in the WNBA, and after enduring innumerable frustrations, she is finally making the decision to leave the league. The ripple effects of her departure could send shockwaves through the WNBA, shaking it to its very core. Caitlin Clark's decision to move to Europe and leave the WNBA, it's obvious that Caitlin Clark has had enough. Time and time again, we've witnessed opposing players get away with using excessive physicality when guarding Clark, frequently going overboard with aggressive and occasionally dangerous play, and the WNBA hasn't always treated her with the respect or care that a star of her caliber deserves. Whether it's the lack of protection on the court, the constant targeting by other players, or the league's apparent indifference, it's almost as if the league has permitted these tactics to continue.
And look at what the NBA became. Even when Jordan was ascending and the league clearly saw that that was the dude, and Nike was marketing the living hell out of Michael Jordan. I want to be like Mike. It was still Bird and Magic.
You could even argue that the WNBA has allowed this behavior to continue because they are aware that Clark's presence on the court attracts attention and increases viewership. After all, a little drama gets people talking, but for Caitlin, the lack of protection has gone too far. Fans have taken notice of the outcry on social media platforms from her supporters, who have been demanding more protection, fairness, and respect for their favorite player, but little to nothing has changed. Clark feels abandoned, almost as if the league didn't care enough to make the necessary changes.
You weren't making a basketball argument.
We're not saying
No, Andrea, I'm not going to let you do that.
Go ahead,
I'm not going to let you make it seem like Caitlin Clark was averaging 5 points a game. At the time, she was still averaging 16 points a game, which was more than a lot of other guards that made the team. So don't do that. Don't make it seem like she was averaging 5 points and this was like a handout.
No, it wasn't a handout.
Look at her numbers.
Shannon,
comparable to the other guards that were on the team. That's all I'm saying.
And now, after suffering through season after season of unjustly being singled out and abused, Caitlin Clark is finally paying attention to her supporters. She has had enough of the league's lack of concern and has made the decision to take charge of her career by quitting the WNBA. Clark is seeking a new chapter in which her tremendous talent, passion, and influence on the game will be properly recognized as they have long been. Let's now discuss the consequences. There's no need to sugarcoat the fact that the WNBA is about to see a significant decline, and it's all because they overlooked how important Caitlin Clark was to the league's success. Without Clark, the WNBA would immediately suffer in terms of both audience and revenue. Whether they were casual watchers or die-hard basketball fanatics, Everyone watched Caitlin Clark whenever she on the court because she was a huge draw for the league. Caitlin Clark.
Many people are watching women's basketball right now. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
The fact that she was getting all of that, yet all of these eyeballs were coming to the league because of her. The Indiana Fever was turning away games into home games.
They allowed problems to worsen, and now they will have to pay for it. Caitlin's departure signifies a turning point, one that might have terrible consequences for the future of the WNBA. They're about to find out just how much they lost. So, what exactly has Caitlin Clark been promised? In Europe, anyone would be stopped in their tracks by the astonishing numbers being flung around. The contract she has been promised, according to several sources, is significantly more than anything the WNBA has ever offered in the EuroLeague, where players are regarded like royalty. Caitlin is receiving a once-in-a-lifetime chance. The choice to relocate abroad essentially came naturally to her since she would not only be earning much more money, but also have the advantage of playing less games, giving her more time to rest, recuperate, and play at her best.
Draft day viewership, which is up 400% to 40%. Between ticket sales, which is up 93% to 16%. Between regular game viewership, which is up 180% to 20%. What Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days.
In addition to providing Caitlin a contract, Europe is giving her the opportunity to represent the league as a whole. Imagine Caitlin entering the court as the lights go down and thousands of spectators burst into thunderous applause. The excitement in those crowded arenas is evident. The EuroLeague is aware that these fans are there for her and is ready to make her the focal point of their brand, treating her like the international superstar she is. Every cheer from the crowd reverberates throughout the stadium as she steps up to take a deep three, but this time it's different. How does it feel? Do you care? It's not just about Europe giving Caitlin a new platform to rule. It's also about making her the world's biggest basketball star, with arenas brimming with ardent supporters who applaud and admire every move she makes. Europe is prepared to ensure that Caitlin Clark shines brighter than ever before as she prepares to enter a new era of greatness. But she isn't the only one making significant strides. Other WNBA players are beginning to pursue better possibilities by going down the same route. Abroad, for instance, it has been claimed that Caitlin is going to Europe, while Kelsey Mitchell and Alyssa Smith have chosen to play in China during their offseason. The WNBA's pay structure just cannot match what international leagues are offering in terms of salary and experience quality, and this trend is rapidly expanding among WNBA players as they realize that playing abroad not only offers significantly more money, but also better treatment overall.